What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my next episode of Fantastically Geeky Cosplay. So today we are having a very, very special guest, and I'm super stoked to have her on. She's not just a cosplayer, she also co-wrote her own comic book. She has her own blog, Sam in the City. She's the co-host of another pop podcast and also the captain of the NY Avengers. So it is my pleasure to introduce to you my very good friend, Samsyndulla. Hi.
I'm so excited.
How are you, girl?
I'm good. You know, hanging in there. How are you doing?
Pretty good. Just trying to keep busy.
Yeah, I hear that. I mean, I'm always busy and I can't stand it. I just, like I was telling you before, I just want to read a book in silence.
Sometimes you just gotta take some time for you.
Exactly, yeah.
So it looks like we got Artistic Spidey in the house.
What's up?
Hello.
What is going on?
Glad you're here, Artistic.
It's like, I hope you're doing amazing. I hope you're doing amazing.
Yes. All right, so like the previous episodes, we're just gonna go through a bunch of questions and talk cosplay. So
let's do it.
Yes. So first things first, what got you into cosplay?
Okay, so Halloween is the number one. It actually started. I went to a Halloween party dressed as Elsa. I want to say 2014. And everyone was like, "This is awesome!" Like, and I was like, "Yeah, what? You know, like I just saw the movie. I thought it was cool." And then a friend of mine saw that I did this at this Halloween party and asked me to wear it to a charity event, and I was like, sure, okay. And then from that point on, I started doing birthday parties and then started buying more princess costumes, and that happened. And I opened a princess business, and again, that happened. And then on top of that, Suicide Squad was coming out, which Harley Quinn was like, I was like, oh my god, it's Margot Robbie. Like, Harley Quinn's like my favorite character. It's amazing. And the leaked photos came out, and that Halloween I cosplayed Harley Quinn. And then that was the first cosplay that I was like, you know what? Because I've been to New York Comic Con, but I've never actually like cosplayed. I was like, I'm gonna bring this to New York Comic Con, and I did four Harley Quinn looks. One was Harley Pool. I think it was the club dress, and then the one from the movie, and then I think one other mashup of Harley Quinn, and that was it. I was hooked in 2016, I think that was, and it's just been smooth sailing ever since.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, my mom's here.
Hi, I love her. I love her so much. I'm so excited to see you too. I'm so excited. I was wondering if she was going to join us.
Of course.
I love her.
Yeah, me too.
Thank you, Artistic. You're the best.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you for being so supportive, Artistic.
All the time. Yeah, seriously, all the time. Amazing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I think we kind of got into cosplay around the same time, because that's kind of when I got into it more seriously. It was around 2016.
Yeah, I feel like that was a good year for cosplayers. There's a lot of people that I feel like they were like, yeah, that was my first Comic-Con. I mean, I went 1 year. I want to say 2014 or 13, and I had like a Harley Quinn shirt with the thing, but I wasn't, and I remember seeing all the people there, and cosplay was big, but it wasn't like what it was now. And I would be like, wow, these people really went all out. And then,
yeah,
you know, once I posted, I think, the Harley Quinn picture, cosplay sites would share me, and I was like, I don't even know what this means. Like, what is this? You know? And then I learned what it meant, and I was like, oh, maybe I should make an Instagram account, and I'll just post my Harley pictures. And then that was Samantha's Cosplay, and then changed to Samsyndulla.
So I'm curious what your creative process is when you're like starting a cosplay.
So it's usually me sitting in either a movie theater or watching a movie or reading a comic book, and I'm like, this is what I want to do. Like, this is it. Like, as soon as I saw Black Widow, I was like, oh, Yelena is next. There's not even no, like, the second she opened her mouth, I was like, Yelena. So I just have to be super inspired by whoever it is that I'm cosplaying. I feel like if I can't connect to it, like, I've even turned down some projects because I was just like, I don't even have this much passion to like put into it. And and I know that putting together a cosplay is a lot of work. Whether you're buying it, whether you're buying pieces.
Oh no. Sam. Oh, she's gone. Oh no. Oh, that was very sudden. But yeah, like Sam was saying, the creative process is different for everyone, basically. It's that was unexpected. Oh, I hope she can rejoin. So anyway, like she was saying, usually it's all about the passion and oh. Yeah, her iPad died. Uh-oh. I apologize, everyone. Technical difficulties. All right. So anyway, us as cosplayers, we really have to. Most of it is all about the passion in the characters that we decide to cosplay as, and I know it is for me. Like I only cosplay as people, as characters that I really love. So it just makes it a lot easier that way. And so yeah, you're right. Artistic, it's all about having fun and having passion in the characters that we decide to cosplay as. So yeah, I'm trying to figure out how. I apologize, you guys. I'm so sorry. Okay, she said she's on, but why is she can't do it? Crap. I might have to restart this. Oh, there she is.
I have to do it from my phone though, because I don't know what just happened. My iPad just completely conked out, and I was like, okay, well that's nice, thank you.
Oh, no worries. Technology.
Technology. I'll let it charge, and then if anything, we'll switch in a few minutes. This way, it's clearer on that thing.
Yeah, that's happened before when I've been on with people.
I don't understand it because it's charging, so it shouldn't have did that. I was like, why is the screen black? What is going on? But it's me. You know that things need to be difficult when it comes to me all the time.
No worries. But anyway, back to what we were talking about.
Oh yeah, so creative process. So I was saying, like, with the Elena, as soon as I saw it, I was like, I definitely want to do this. And like being a cosplayer, even if you're buying, you have to like piece by piece find things that are like
Yeah.
accurate and good. And like with me, like usually if they have weapons, that's my department. Like I love weathering and painting stuff. Even
Yeah.
some clothes stuff too. Like anything I could paint, I will. Um
Hmm.
yeah, it's pretty much I just make a plan. I feel like notes on the iPad on my iPhone is the best thing in the world because I'll literally write down everything that I need. Like right now I'm trying to put together a Harley Quinn Suicide Squad look and
Hmm.
I can't find the wig anywhere. Like I don't know what to do. But as someone told me how to dye a synthetic wig, so now I'll try doing that this weekend. Cuz
Cool. Yeah, like I was actually saying while you were fixing uh, your technology problem,
of
I was
course.
saying like it's it's much easier when we have so much passion for characters to be
Yeah.
able to cosplay as them. And it's a lot more fun when we're trying to make them the cosplay too. So
Of course. You kind of because you want to do it. You're attached to that character, and I feel like that's super
yeah.
important. Anything that you do.
Oh yeah, for sure. So I feel like I know the answer to this already, but
You do know the answer to this, but my favorite. What is your favorite convention? My favorite convention is Dragon Con, which I've said 1,000,001 times, and of course my second favorite. It should be up there with it, but it's not. It's my second favorite is New York Comic Con because that's home base. But
yeah.
Dragon Con is number one.
Yeah, I hope to be there someday.
You need to
To
go.
both
It's a lot of fun. You know that I'm going to push you into going forever.
yeah, it's definitely on the game plan for sure.
Yeah.
Just from everything that you said about it and other people, and
It's
just
so
like I
fun.
have to go.
It's such a fun con. I can't wait. And it's like a month away now. I actually said today, like, what happened to July? Where is July?
Yeah, it just flew by.
It's like last year during the pandemic, it dragged. We couldn't get the year to end. And then this year, it's just flying.
Mm-hmm.
It's so
Yeah,
fast. I can't keep up.
it's half over already.
Crazy. So crazy.
So, what do you love most about cosplay?
I think the most to me is the kids. Like I love going to a convention and just cosplaying as a character that the kids like and just seeing them be like, "Mommy, look, mama." Like that's my favorite part of all of it. Even the adults too though. Like I just feel like
Yeah,
there's so much happiness behind like bringing someone's favorite character to life. Like, that's
exactly.
I do like all the good stuff about cosplay and like obviously the charity stuff and using it to help people or just have a good have fun with it like that because that's what it's for nerds to just
Yeah.
have fun.
Mm-hmm. Us nerds got to have some way of expressing our love for characters, right?
Of course.
But you mentioned the New York Avengers. Like, how did what inspired you to become part of the New York Avengers?
So I we a few of us did an event together and then we did another event together and I at the end of one of the events we were like we should make this like a thing and I was like yeah we should because I kept like I've been doing charity events way before the New York Avengers, and I was doing it with my princess company, and we would have something called like the Enchanted Wish program. And then when I started
Mm-hmm.
to meet cosplayers, especially like local ones, I would ask them to come and change it up and do superheroes and stuff. So after like one or two of our events, we kind of came up with the idea like we should make this a group. And from that day forward, that was pretty much it. And then it just grew and grew and grew, and now there's just so many of us. And obviously after the pandemic, like there was really nothing. And I want to say, like, in the last 2 weeks, we've been hit with so many events coming up that I can't even keep track. I'm like, this is insane. Like, we're going back in full swing again.
Oh my.
Yeah.
But I personally think it's really awesome and inspiring what you guys do. Like all the charity events that you guys have done. It's just incredibly inspiring to me.
Thank you.
I've got my YouTube comic nerd Freaky Loey in the house, who's also a cosplayer.
Cosplay is life.
Yes. True that. Very true. So we talked about how much we love about cosplay, but what are some pet peeves, if you have any?
So, like anything in life, cosplay obviously like clicks form with cosplay. And like I can't sit here and say that I have like a clique. Like, we have the NY Avengers and we're a charity group and stuff, but like I'm open to everyone and like being friends with everyone and just meeting new people and stuff. But there is, like anything else, there's cliques and there's drama and there's bullying and like just not nice things. I feel like it's in every field, though. Like, any type of entertainment field, you're going to get that. Like, there are some cosplayers that are just, it kind of goes to their head and stuff like that. And, like, that's the stuff that I really try to stay away from and I hate more than anything. Also, the whole cosplay. Yeah. And then, too, like, also the cosplay is not consent thing. That's a big deal because people, I think, when they get to know you on the internet, sometimes they feel entitled or, like, you owe them things. And like I've heard horror stories that have went on at conventions and that stuff I don't like at all.
Yeah, me neither. I just, in life in general, I just try to just stay away from just drama like that.
It's better. You're better off. It's awful.
Yeah. Oh, it's my friend John from Twitch. Hello. All right. So it's completely fine if you don't want to share any of this, but
no, I do.
You got any dream cosplay?
I'm super open about stuff like this. So my dream cosplay is actually something that's not even that big of a deal, but it is to me because I don't know how to do it. I want to be a stormtrooper. Like, that's always been like the one thing that I've always wanted to do is I wanted to just be a regular stormtrooper. But I've looked into the armor and stuff and like getting it from a certain place, and I have no idea how to assemble this stuff myself. So right now it stays in the dream box till I can figure out how to become a stormtrooper.
Yeah, imagine that would be very difficult.
Yeah, I don't get it, like how they do it. I don't know. Maybe one day I feel like that's my dream, though. Once I do that, I might be able to retire and just be like, all right, guys, I'm done.
Oh my goodness. Like, for me, it would definitely be like an Iron Man suit or something.
Oh, yeah. Like the Iron Man or Pepper Potts or any of those are like really, really cool. I get it. It's all the same if you think about it. So I get it.
Like, I saw when I was reading a Fantastic Four comic, I saw like a Iron Man suit, but it was Fantastic Four colors. So I'm like, that would be perfect.
Yeah, that is amazing. Listen, I love stuff. I love mashups and stuff like that too. Like, it's really, really cool. And
awesome.
Just in general, those suits are so cool. Like, I wish I knew how to do things like that. When I see people like I follow a few cosplayers that have made the Pepper Pot suit and rescue suit, and I'm just like, how did you do this? Like, how did you know how to do this?
Mind blowing. Oh man. So like, where do you normally look for cosplay materials?
Michael's. Honestly, Michael's is a lifesaver. I mean, sometimes though, like if it does involve foam or anything like that, probably Amazon or online, like I'll buy foam. But mostly paints and stuff, and all my brushes and all that is all Michael's. Everything is, and it's convenient. There's one right near me. I don't have a Joann's fabric store anymore here, so that kind of stinks for me. But online stuff that I would order now, like fabrics and stuff like that. But normally Michael's does the trick with a lot of stuff.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, as artists, like, that's really the go-to place. Really.
Yeah.
I mean, we used to have EC Moore here, but that closed down, unfortunately. But so it's either Michael's or Amazon, pretty much.
Yeah.
And I know you probably don't like this question, and I know you've asked it on your cosplay interviews yourself, but
this is your interview. You can ask me whatever you want.
Yeah.
I'm glad to answer all of them. Just people ask me this question 35 times on the same live that I'm usually on. So I'm like, but I answered it.
True.
My favorite cosplay is Samsyndulla, hence the name change. Honestly, that was my dream cosplay, and now that is over, like, I went back to the Stormtrooper thing, but I didn't know if I would ever cosplay her because I just didn't think I could do the character justice. Like, she is a green Twi'lek, and like, she's an alien, and I was just like, I don't even know where to go with this. I usually cosplay people, and it was my first like alien, and changing my skin color, and I had no idea what I was doing, and now like, for the third time, I'm redoing the entire cosplay because I'm insane. But Samsyndulla is definitely by far. And I have another look of hers that I'm working on, but it's just taking a really long time.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of figured that's the one you would say.
Yeah, she's my favorite. It's my girl.
Yeah, which is, you look amazing with that cosplay, by the way.
Thank you so much. I have to put the charger in this so we don't have an issue with this phone now. Here we go. And we're good.
Yeah. So, like you mentioned that, like, characters that we connect with the most make the best cosplays. So, other than Hera, obviously, what other characters would you say you connect with the most?
Well, I do have my Captain Marvel shirt on, so we all know how much I love Carol Danvers. Like, that's also my girl. Clearly there's a theme with the two of them because they're both pilots. One is a starship pilot, which I would much rather be. And the other pilot, of course. And then you know, she flies like spacecrafts and stuff, so that counts. I love Black Widow. I love Sue. You know, I love Sue Storm.
Same.
I really truly love Yelena so much. Like, I don't even know if I can express how much I fell in love with Yelena. Who else? Scarlet,
she was great.
Right? She's so good. Wanda. I love Wanda so much. I'm trying to think of like, and Jessica Jones. That's our girl, you know. I feel like Jessica will always be in one of the top spots for me, though. I just love her attitude towards everything.
She's so sassy. I love it.
She's so sassy, and that's the one thing I love about cosplaying Jessica Jones, and I'm sure you can relate. You could just be sassy and just whatever all day long, and that's my favorite thing.
I love it. Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much. I don't cosplay her enough, actually. I don't know why, but I need to get a Fantastic Four group together, I think.
Yeah.
One day.
That would be my dream, honestly.
Yes.
But I need to get more cosplayers around me, but I live kind of isolated, so.
No, you guys gotta move here. Come to New York. Come on over.
Like, really? I've only been to New York like twice in my life.
No, you gotta go back. It's time to go. You gotta go to New York Comic Con. Once you go to New York Comic Con, that's it. You're like hooked.
But I have been to upper state New York a few times too, which it's beautiful up there.
It is.
I see we got a question from the chat. What actors or other artists have you enjoyed meeting at cons?
So I want to say, okay, 2017, either 2017 or 2017. I met Gal Gadot at ACE, which was insane.
Nice.
First of all, she literally Amazon. Like I am 5'2", and she I'm 5'2", and she's like 5'10", and had heels on, and she was so big, and I just remember being like, oh my god, she really is a living, breathing Amazon woman, and she was the nicest human in the world, and I completely froze up, and the whole time I'm like, I'm gonna be cool, it's gonna be fine. And then the second, like, me and my ex-boyfriend at the time were cosplaying Diana and Steve, she saw us online, and she was like, Diana and Steve, and as soon as she said it, I just was like, I went silent. I was just like, hello, hi. I couldn't even talk. But Gal Gadot, one of my Felicity Jones. I met her when I was cosplaying Jin or so, which was amazing. Who else did I meet at conventions? I'm trying to think. Oh, Sebastian Stan. And I was cosplaying Black Widow, and I was with Raph Bucky.
Nice.
Which was kind of awesome because he was like, we were online together, like waiting to meet him, and I was like, he's gonna freak out when he sees you. Like, you look just like him. And as soon as like Raph walked up to him, he was like, you look just like me. And I was like, oh my god, this is such a weird. Met Kristen Ritter thanks to GalaxyCon, because Galaxy put that together, and I finally met Kristen Ritter, which the whole time I can't even begin to tell you that I was sweating, and I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to have a conversation, like, and it was fine, it flowed really well, but Kristen was definitely my favorite virtual visit I've ever had. Trying to think, I think that's it for cons. I don't think I've met anyone else. My biggest thing though is I really Vanessa Marshall from Samsyndulla's voice, and then I'll be happy.
Yeah, for me, I mean, I've met quite a few people, if you can see behind me, but I would really love to meet Chloe Bennett. Honestly, I would be so happy.
That's amazing. Yeah, that's a good one. I would like to meet, I think, Margot Robbie too.
Hi, Nick.
Hi.
So, how has cosplay impacted your life?
It has impacted my life insanely. I would say definitely for the better. I've connected with so many people through cosplay. I think all the charities and stuff that we've done as well, like meeting all these kids and families, and just seeing like how much joy that it could like bring to people. I feel like that completely changed my life.
Yeah. And like, I think you can also relate to this, but like for me, it's also helped me with. I think you are.
Okay, I'm gonna try to switch to the iPad, so I'll do it while I'm on here, so this way there's no disconnect. I'm gonna switch it back now that we're charged, and I'm gonna do it.
Hopefully, it doesn't
here, so there's
turn off again.
Issue. I think we're in a better position now. I'm gonna go with that. Okay, let's see if I could do it while I'm still on here. Allow. Yes, I can. We are switching. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Okay, I think this is better. Enter studio. Okay, I'm gonna.
Yeah. Yep.
Other. Are we back? Okay.
Yes.
This is better and clearer and easier. Better. Okay.
Yes. Much
Okay.
better.
So yeah. So you were saying how cosplay impacted your life, and I think you said, did you say anxiety? Because I feel like I thought I heard that. Okay.
Yeah, I was like, it's definitely helped me with my anxiety and in a way, kind of with stress too, because like, and sometimes when I'm making cosplays, it's like very calming for some reason.
It is. No, I completely agree. I feel like any type of crafting, like when I'm painting stuff, I feel like that's when I'm really like in the zone. I just put music on. I don't really like look at my phone, and I can just be in the moment and do things and stuff. But I have to agree with you on the anxiety thing. I'm not gonna lie. Like before I do any princess parties, any events, anything, I to myself I'm like freaking out before I walk in the door, and I feel like that's different because it's like birthday parties and it's smaller groups. But when I walk into a convention, I don't have that anxiety. I used to, and I got over it. And I feel like the more people that's around, I don't care as much because everyone is kind of in cosplay and doing it and stuff. I freak out more when it's like less people and I have to like be in the center of this whole thing. And it's something that doesn't really go away, but cosplaying definitely helped me with that and like calm down a little bit.
Definitely. Like I remember going to one Comic-Con up in Pennsylvania. It was at Harrisburg Mall, I think. And I remember I was cosplaying as Quake, and I actually met Brett Dalton there at that con.
That's awesome.
And so like when we were waiting to get in, my mom went with me, and we were looking around at everyone else waiting to get in, and I didn't really see a lot of cosplayers. I was like,
yeah, no, I get it. I totally get it.
I was like, am I the only gonna be one of the few cosplayers here?
Oh no,
I was like, I just got really nervous for a minute, and like, oh boy.
I completely agree. It's a hard thing, and I feel like even the walk to New York Comic Con every year, like from like wherever we're parked, like blocks away, and I got to walk through the crowds of people. Like one year, I was Cable, and I'm walking through these people, and these old people are staring at me like, "What are you doing?" Yeah, and like I have like a big arm with all the wires sticking out, and I'm like, I look like a crazy person. I have this giant gun. They're like, are you serious? You know, but I'm like, there's a Comic-Con convention. Like, I'm not crazy, I swear.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, I mean, it is really nice to know that there are a lot of other people out there that cosplay too, and like that we're not the only ones.
Oh yeah, it's great. It's real. It's fine. It's finding your people. You know, like I've found so many of we've found so many of our people, and it's a hard thing. You know, like I feel like it's very hard explaining to people what you do when they don't understand it. Like,
yeah,
it's definitely one of the stranger things where they're like, why do you do that? And you're just like, because I want to. And it makes me happy.
Yeah, like I've tried to explain to a few people that I've worked with in the past, like what cosplay is, and they're like, what?
Yeah, like what does that mean? Why do you do that? And so many people would always be like, but why do you spend this much money and do this? And I'm like, because it makes me happy. Like I enjoy it, and there's a community of people that do it too. And I have to say that it's probably the hardest when you're dating, because like I remember like being on dates and they were like, what? What do you mean? What does this mean? And I'm like, I dress as characters that I enjoy. Sorry if that bothers you.
Yeah, I feel like for me it's gonna be like a package deal, because
yeah, like, I mean, it is a package deal. I said the same thing. I was like, once I make a dating app profile, that's it. It's over. I'm a cosplayer. Like, just here's my Instagram. Look, groom through it and see what you're gonna get, because I don't want to. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, for me, it would be like comic collecting and cosplay because it kind of goes together, honestly.
Yeah, it does actually.
All right, so I know that you've been very vocal about this in the past, but
I hate it. I think it's disgusting and it's garbage and you shouldn't be bullying anyone. Um it's so common and it's more or less troll comments, I think. And it's people that are bored and it shouldn't be that way. And I just and
Mhm.
so like my biggest thing with bullying is there's two types really in the cosplay community. There's your trolls that are just going to
Yeah.
say stupid things to get attention. And then there are genuinely mean people that are like gatekeeping people, or just that they get that little ounce of fame and they feel like they're better than you.
Hmm.
I don't like either one of those. One is not better
No.
than the other, but one is more avoidable. But I don't know why it exists, but I just feel like it will always exist as long as bullying exists. But I
Hmm.
hate it. I hate it so much, and it doesn't belong here. Like, this is
Mm-mm.
supposed to be like a very accepting atmosphere. Like, we're all crazy people that dress up in costume to make us happy. Like, why do
Yeah.
you feel that you are better than someone else, you know?
Hmm.
But
It's
it's
crazy.
stupid. It's silly.
Like I really don't. I can't wrap my head around it sometimes. Like we're we're mostly all adults and we're here to do the same thing, and like it's supposed to be fun, and
Yeah.
it's I don't
People are
understand.
I think it's just people are bored, and I feel like through the pandemic there was a crazy increase in bullying because so many people were home and they become like bored with themselves, and they are obviously keyboard warriors where they have to harass people to get any
Yeah.
type of attention, and that type of stuff. That stinks, and it ruins it for everybody else.
Hmm. And I don't know how to throw a punch.
Of course not. Of course they don't know how to throw a punch. These people, and these are the type of people that if you were to approach in real life, they would be like, "What? I didn't say that." You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like, it's so childish and stupid, and I hate it. Especially being a
Yeah.
kid that grew up in Brooklyn, where usually you just punch each other in the face and then you move on. You can't do that in the cosplay community. You just yell at each other online until someone blocks each other.
Ugh. I mean, for me, like the way I was raised, it was like treat others the way you want to be treated,
A
and that's
hundred
it.
percent, 100%. I was just having this conversation the other day, and this cosplayer that I don't know very well said something to a friend of mine that she didn't like me for whatever weird reason. I don't know. I'm not going to get into the whole thing. But as soon as I heard about it, I was like, all right, I'm going to block her then, because why should you look at my stuff? You know what I mean? Like, and I do that with people that I hear like negative things. Not like my whole thing is I don't take anyone's final word about people. Like, I'd like to feel them out and get to know them and know, because some people just want
Yeah.
to start trouble. But I do
Hmm.
feel like if it's someone that I feel like is gonna start trouble, I just get rid of it right away. Like, I can't have that flood my page. Like, I'm
Yeah.
just doing this to have fun and be positive, and I don't need people that are gonna do that. Bye.
Yeah. No one has time for any of that.
No, the block button is free. It is freeing too. Like, just do it and get rid of them.
Yep. No room for negative energy here. Oh, we got
Hey,
Liza.
Liz, what's up? What's going on, Liz?
What's up, girl? So what would be your advice to any new cosplayers?
So, my number one thing would be, if you are thinking about it, be passionate about who you're ready to cosplay. Definitely, definitely, passion is important.
Yeah.
Because then you just don't want to do it. You know what I mean? And you'll put more
Yeah.
into it if you really care.
Hmm.
Second of all, try to use it for good, because you get so much more out of it if you do it for like a cause or just to spread happiness or whatever. It's so much more rewarding than to do it for clout. Um,
Hmm.
and just don't get mixed up in the wrong crowd. Like, do it for the right reason. Like, numbers are just numbers on Instagram and TikTok and all of that. Like, that doesn't define you as a person. And a lot of people get lost in that. And my whole thing is to know who you are and go in with good intentions, but always stay true to your good intentions, because it's very easy to just become one of the, people that it goes to their head and they're clout chasers, and you don't want to do that. You don't want to be with those people.
No.
Do it for good, have fun,
Mm-hmm.
Relax and enjoy it. And you don't have to take it so seriously. Like, doesn't need to be like an Olympic sport. Like, you could just have fun with it and on my other big thing is to make it your own. It doesn't matter if you don't look just like the person. Make it your own.
Mm-hmm.
That's the whole point of cosplay. We want to see what you look
Yep.
like as that character. Like,
Exactly.
there's certain characters that people cosplay where they look just like them, and that's amazing, and weirdly genetic DNA that you look like this person, and that's cool. But, make it your own. Put your own spin on it. Do something cool. We already have someone that looks like that. Do something, like, cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I know exactly what you mean, and I 1000% agree with everything you just said.
Not everything has to be comic book accurate. Remember that. It doesn't have to be comic book accurate. You could do things that if you say, I want to do this, but I want to put a little spin on it, do it. I want to mash this up with another cosplay, do it. Like, that's so important. So many people get so stuck into, like, it's not accurate, it's not this, it's not that. Just chill out. And if it makes you happy, then that's what you should cosplay, and that's what you should do.
Yeah. That's kind of my thing with me, because like I like with the mashup cosplay I did with Captain America and Spider-Man.
Yeah, exactly. Like, why can't you, just do it? I always feel like you don't have to be comic book accurate. Like,
No.
And then my thing too is if you are like a look-alike cosplayer, because there's so many of them, and like, I mean, it could be arguable that like I look like Jessica Jones when I cosplay Jessica Jones. I don't look like her normally, like when I walk down the street. Some people really do look like the person, but do something like cool with it. You know what I mean? Like my number one thing was like, all right, we've never seen Kristen Ritter in the jewel suit, so I'm gonna do it. You know what I mean? Like, do something, mix it up, have fun with it.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with putting your own spin on things. Definitely.
Exactly.
So what does cosplay mean to you?
Freedom, honestly, creative freedom. That's what it means to me. I know that when I'm down and I'm like, oh, I'm not in the right headspace, especially with anxiety and stuff, I'll throw myself into a project and I'll have that project consume me for a while. And then when it's done and I get to actually do it, I'm super proud, and conventions too. It's just, you get to just do, like, be who you are and what you want to do, like, and there's like-minded individuals that are in this community too. To me, like, not having cons for an entire year has been horrible on me, on my anxiety, like that. I am not the type of person that is a big partier that goes out and goes to bars, and I don't even drink. So like, I'm not I don't have that kind of social life. Like, I have good friends and we hang out and we'll go out once in a while, but like, cons was really like my outlet. And it was like fun. Some cons, like, we worked and we did panels and stuff like that, but it was just like a good time, and I got to just meet so many new people, and not having that anymore sucked really bad.
I mean, I don't really go to a lot of cons every year, but I want to start doing that more. But I mean, I'm pretty much the same way. I don't really go out to bars or anything like that. Just,
it's not my thing.
Yeah. I'm like, I have my circle of friends and I'm good.
Listen, I completely agree. I'm not like a party girl, and that's what's weird about Dragon Con in me, because Dragon Con is literally like one big 5-day Halloween party, but it's still the same atmosphere as a convention. Like, it's still the same like-minded individuals. Yeah, they're probably a little drunker and crazy, but it's fun, And then at night, like this, me and Liza were putting together like our lineup for Dragon Con, and we're still like patchy with certain things. But every night there are theme parties, so I'm like, oh no, now we have to like match the cosplay to the theme parties at night and switch. So it's fun though. It's like a nice, to me, it's Dragon Con is more of a cosplay retreat, like where cosplayers go to just relax and let loose and have fun. And then New York Comic Con is more of like you bring the big guns out and like you show each other like what you got. But this one is just kind of like whatever. Like you could literally leave your hotel room at like 3 a.m. and go get like a bacon, egg, and cheese downstairs, and Spider-Man is going to be online with you because they party all night long. And like 7 o'clock in the morning, you wake up and you want to go to a parade, and they're all there. They're out. I usually don't make the parade at Dragon Con, though. I'm sleeping. I'm not waking up early if I'm out at night. I'm too old for that. So, but I do appreciate that the entire city has a parade in honor of cosplay. Like it's amazing.
That's crazy. I didn't know that.
I heard Italy is like that too. Like Luca Comics, they like shut down like everywhere in Italy, and it's amazing. And I was like, I need to go. I have to go.
You and me both.
I love that it's outside too. Like, what do you mean outside? I want to
go. That's definitely dream vacation right there. It's Italy.
100%. Yes, Rome. I'm pretty sure it's in Rome.
Nice.
I know. I'm so
definitely on my bucket list.
We're all going to Luca Comics.
All right. So I don't think I said this before, but if anyone else in the chat has any more questions for us, just feel free to drop the question here. But that's all the questions I have. But I have a few questions from Artistic Spidey.
Do it.
So I feel like this one is hard.
Oh God, this question, and he hits me with this a lot, and it never changes, but like it might change now. Well, now we have Black Widow in the mix, and I'm gonna be honest, Black Widow was definitely up on my list. If I got to do it in order, I really, honestly, Endgame and Infinity War are a package deal. Mm-hmm. Right? But you can't have them without Civil War. So I'm going to say Endgame would be number 1 for me. Infinity War would be number 2. I'm going to put Captain America, the First Avengers, number 3, because I love that movie so much. Number 4, I would say Winter Soldier for me. Number 5 would be Civil War, because I love Civil War so much. Another movie that I randomly put on at all times. Black Widow would be number... Am I on 5? Yeah, would be number 6.
Number 6.
Number 7. See, this is where it gets tricky for me. Okay. Far From Home would be number... Am I at 7? Why can't I count anymore? It's 7.
7.
And it's because it's Spider-Man, and I love Spider-Man more than anything. Number 8 would be Iron Man, and number 9... I can't believe you're making me do 10. Let me think. I would say maybe Thor. And then number 10, what would be my 10? I mean, I love all of the movies. Maybe the first Avengers movie, I would say. Maybe 10.
Yeah.
It's hard. That's a really hard question, and it's kind of mean.
I know. Like, I saw he did that, or he posted that. I'm like,
actually, I have to change a number around. Not Avengers as being my first. No, Captain Marvel has to fit in there somewhere. I just don't know where yet. I gotta think about it. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I'll do mine.
I did like Black Widow better than Captain Marvel. I will admit that. I'm not gonna lie. Black Widow was one of my favorites.
I have to agree with that.
Yeah, I would say Captain Marvel is lower on the totem pole for me. Like, I obviously, like, I love the character in the comics, and I love Brie too, but I just feel like movie-wise, it's lower than some of the Avengers things. Yeah. That's a hard thing, though, because, like, we didn't get, like, Wanda didn't get a movie, and I feel like she'd be up there. You know what I mean? Like, so I don't know.
Yeah. All right. Let's see.
Tell me.
For me, it would be Captain America: Winter Soldier is number 1.
I get it. I totally get it. It's one of my favorites.
And then Endgame and Infinity Wars 2 and 3.
Yep.
I would say, oh my god.
This is so hard. Really hard. This is a hard thing. And I try to categorize it by like what my favorite characters are. That's why I'm like Spider-Man, but
yeah.
It's hard. It's really I don't know.
I would also say Captain America: First Avenger, because he is one of my favorite.
So good. It's like one of my favorite movies of all time.
And Iron Man would be next. And then Spider-Man, obviously.
I mean, yeah, definitely.
I have to say Guardians of the Galaxy, because I think those movies are hilarious.
They're great. They are great. They're good, great movies.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really care for Star-Lord, and I know that I'm gonna. It's a terrible thing. He just gets on my nerves. I don't know why. I mean, he did almost. It was his fault. So like, I'm just gonna. It was his fault.
Yeah. I would say. I did really love Civil War too.
Civil War is
and then,
one of the best, without a doubt. Like one.
And then also Black Widow.
Black Widow was awesome. So yes. Warranted, 100%. Move that. There we go.
I don't even know what number we're on.
I think you're on 6. I think you still got 4 more to go.
Oh god. Like I have all my movies right here. I'm just looking at them. I would say Black Panther. I really love that movie a lot.
Yeah. Black Panther. Oh my god! I didn't even put Black Panther in my top 10. My top 10 is not my final top 10. Black Panther is definitely in there. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it changes all the time. It's just like with my top like favorite cosplays, it always changes, like constantly. Yeah. For me at least. And then I would say the first Avengers movie for number 8. Captain Marvel, and then Iron Man 2.
Okay, that's solid. That's solid, and it's fair. You're right.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so he also asked us what our favorite MCU shows are.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. My favorite is obviously WandaVision is number 1. Falcon and Winter Soldier. God, I can't talk today. And is number 2, and Loki is number 3. I loved Loki, and I feel like Loki was completely necessary, but I feel like Loki is unfinished, and we're waiting to see the other half of Loki, as where Cap and Winter Soldier, they are getting another season, but they patched a lot up. Like, it's a complete show. Yeah. WandaVision kind of ends there. And I had a different connection with WandaVision because I just feel like her grief and the way that she handled things just struck a nerve with me that might not have struck other people. And Captain and Winter Soldier, I feel like touched on real issues that we're having now, and not pushing it in your face, but like making you draw parallels to what's going on in the world today. And Loki was good. It was fun. I feel like we finally got to see him in a different light. And honestly, like, the whole Sylvie thing was awesome. Like, but it was more of a, like, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bored with certain episodes of Loki because of the talking. It was just a little drawn out. And I know that it's all necessary, but I have to say, like, show-wise, watching the first 2 episodes of WandaVision, I was like, what the hell is this? Like, what did I just watch? But I was so intrigued because, like, especially too, like, I'm named after Samantha from Bewitched. So, like, when they were doing all the Bewitched plays, like, I just was like, oh my god, I grew up on, like, these type of sitcoms. Like, this is awesome, but also, what the hell is happening?
Yeah.
And there was just, like, a weird, dark vibe with Wanda where I was like, this is weird. Like, I don't...
Yeah.
What's going on here?
Same. I was like, this is crazy. Like, something that's crazy is gonna happen, and I just could not stop watching it. I was like, I want more.
Yeah, like, you know, you always want. I like WandaVision. I was like, what? Wait, it's over. I want more. Falcon and Winter Soldier, I did the same thing. Loki, I felt like there was a few episodes that were cliffhanger-ish, but like I wasn't. I feel like as drawn in and invested as I was with WandaVision. Like, I truly felt like I was going through every emotion that Wanda was going through, and I was just like, I can't wait for the next episode.
Yeah, and I just love that they involved like real life problems in the shows. Like, I just that's what Marvel does best, I think, like making it so relatable to people.
I mean, if you really think about WandaVision too, it came at a time where, you know, right after the entire world was under a quarantine, and if you leave, you know, you leave your house, you're risking the possibility of dying, like, from this horrible sickness. And in WandaVision, like, they were literally stuck in a world that they couldn't get out of, and it was kind of like a parallel to me with quarantine and just watching people like have to do this and live your life like this. And also too, just watching Wanda go through everything that she went through in the MCU, and then seeing her in this and how she dealt with it was crazy and sad.
Yeah, it was sad. I was like, girl.
Oh man, there's so many moments where I was just like, oh man, this is a lot.
Yeah, especially like the last few episodes.
Yep.
Like with Agatha and just her going back to like where the house was that Vision bought for the both of them.
Yep. Yeah. Honestly, the scene where she has to kiss the kids goodnight, I cry every single time. I can't even get through it. I like will skip it because I just can't get through it.
Yeah.
I feel like she gave up so much to go through this again, and it's just not fair, you know?
I know. And like,
I'm not gonna lie, the second the multiverse started to open up and branch, I was like, yes, the boys are back. She's gonna get the boys. And I feel there was a theory that someone said that when the multiverse opened, that's when Wanda heard the boys' voices, because now they existed into this universe thing. And I'm like, yes, the boys.
Super excited for just the multiverse in general. And
me too. Like, Doctor Strange is he's probably like, I've had enough. I quit. Goodbye.
He's gonna have a lot to deal with there.
Definitely. If I was him, I'd be like, I quit. Goodbye. Good luck.
Yeah. I'm just
I can't do this by myself. Like, see you later.
And then with the new big bad coming.
Oh my goodness, and he's so amazing. Like, he's amazing. Like, he's horrifying without doing anything. Like, he's just like, you just sit there and you're like, oh my god, this is so bad. Like, this is not, and it's not Thanos, you know what I mean? Like, Thanos was scary too, in a totally different way. Like, I just love that it's not the same, like, giant villain that, you know what I mean? Like, this is a regular dude that is terrifying. He's terrifying.
Yeah, like the moment that he said, just wait until you meet my other variants, I'm like, oh.
I was like, no,
I'm scared.
I don't want to meet anyone like you. But
no.
This was enough for me. Have a nice day.
Yeah, I'm like, just from reading the comics and knowing what I know about that character, I'm like,
yeah, Kang is serious. And I'm so glad though that they like that Loki introduced our next big bad, because we really didn't know who the next big bad was going to be, and you know, Falcon and Winter Soldier was a total one-off with certain issues and things, and so was Wanda. Like, Wanda was kind of like the start of it, and you're like, what's going on with the chaos magic? But this is like, oh no, we're going into the multiverse of magic, and I can't wait.
Yeah. And it was funny how everyone thought that Wanda was going to introduce the multiverse to everyone. And now it was Loki.
That's my like. I thought it was House of M and just open up everything. Like, I was kind of like, oh boy, but no,
House of M
didn't get
so
that.
Good.
I know. I know, and I feel like they did mirror a lot of it.
Oh yeah.
Like, from some of the things that I read, I was kind of like, yeah, they did a lot of things, but it wasn't as. I feel like I like this direction though. I want Wanda to have somewhat of a good ending, and now we know that Vision is floating around in the other Vision, so I just hope we see them get together again.
I hope so.
I feel like if anyone deserves a happy ending, it should be Wanda. That's my opinion.
Without a doubt. I have to agree with that. All right. So I have to catch up on comments here because I'm really behind. Aw.
That's so sweet.
Just
keep going. Just keep going.
Yeah.
It does definitely help with anxiety. It helps me all the time.
And that's another thing too. Music.
Yes, music is the number one.
And
he was the good king, which is terrifying. It's horrifying.
I know. I'm just curious to find out what version of King that we're gonna see.
I don't know.
Unless we see multiple versions of him, which is even more terrifying.
Oh my god.
So, gosh.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm scared. Tell me I'm scared.
I know, but it also it just brings so many more possibilities to the future of the MCU. It's just so exciting.
Yeah.
All right. So
my favorite cosplay experiences. I think the charity events that we've done have been my favorite. Just like Ronald McDonald House is my most favorite thing to ever do. I would definitely say that's definitely my favorite. I mean, cons in general are just so much fun, but I think the more meaningful stuff, really, like experience-wise, would have to be Ronald McDonald House for me. It's such a it's a hard atmosphere to be in because these kids are so sick, and some of them don't want to go near you. They want nothing to do with you, and then after a while they kind of come around, or they'll smile and they'll wave, and then they'll eventually come around. But because they're still going, like, when Ronald McDonald House is like housing for the kids who are getting treatments and stuff, and some of them are coming straight off the chemo and they're just out of it. And some of them have had it like a few days prior, or just went for, and they're just so excited to see this because they don't get to see that. Like, they see doctors all day. So like when Spider-Man comes walking in, their eyes light up, and it's just such a rewarding, beautiful experience that I feel like can't match anything that I've ever done in my life.
Yeah, I would imagine it would be like really humbling and sweet.
Yeah, even
like that.
Dylan's birthday party, when we did Dylan's birthday party and we surprised him with like 20 Marvel characters, and so many people bought from the wish list, and we walked in with probably over 60 gifts for this kid who just beat cancer, and just the look on his face. That was probably the first event that I did with the New York Avengers that I lost my cool. Like, I was just bawling the second we walked in. Like, as soon as he was like hugging everyone, I like went in the back and was crying, and everyone was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "I'm sorry, like I usually hold it together, but I just cannot." Because like his mom reached out to me, like we met at New York Comic Con, and she was like, would you guys, be inclined to doing a visit for my son? And I was like, of course. And then like maybe 2 weeks before his birthday, she was like, I want to put together a surprise party. Can you get a few people? And like when 20 of them responded, I was like, this is going to be amazing. This kid's going to freak out. And then the gifts were so overwhelming that I was like, oh my God, like, oh my God, this is, like, and then his face was just, it was wild. That was wild for me. And I
Yeah.
couldn't. Normally I'm good at this, especially like doing the whole Ronald McDonald House things, because the first experience I've ever had at Ronald McDonald House I did with girls that I hire through my company. And I remember we left, sat in the car, and we all cried our eyes out. And I was like, I don't know if I could do this again. Like and then like the next day and just looking at all the pictures and stuff, I was like, I'm gonna keep doing this, like, but it's tough because, when you do things like that, you meet kids, and like me, I get attached to people really easily. So there was one kid that I got super attached with, and I followed her story for a long time. And when she ended up losing her battle and she passed away, and I lost my mind. And I was just like, I don't want to do this. I can't do this.
Oh.
So, but I feel like I do everything now in spite of that and for her. You know what I mean? Like, you have to keep going. Like,
Yeah.
but it's tough. It's tough. But I would say those are my best cosplay experiences. Like, cons and stuff are fun, but it'll never match that stuff.
Yeah. Really, it is all about the kids.
Yeah. Just the happiness part of it. Because, like, even the adults sometimes, you're just like, oh my God, this is amazing.
Yeah, I remember it was the last big con I went to before COVID, and like I remember I was dressed as my Captain Spider, and I remember this one little kid was dressed as Thor, and his dad was dressed as Fat Thor from
Oh my
Endgame.
God, I love it.
So I remember he saw me and he came like kind of slowly walking up to me, like he wasn't sure what to do, and his dad was like, "Oh, can we take a picture with you?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." And it was so cute, and it just makes my heart happy.
It truly is the sweetest moment ever. Like, it just, seeing the kids like get so excited over like characters, and even when it's not me, like if it's like a little boy dressed as Captain America and there's like a Captain America cosplayer and they see them and they're just like, I get choked up every time, because like you got to think, like when I was little, I didn't have that. You know what I mean? Like,
No.
all right, I had like Pocahontas at a birthday party, but I was like 5, and that was a big deal back then, and Barney and stuff like that. Like, there was no cosplayers coming to my birthday party, like.
No.
And like, back then too, like it was like mascot costumes and stuff, and like they didn't really look like them, like now you see like a Captain America cosplayer and you're like, holy shit, like they really look just, you know what I mean? Like, this kid's gonna freak out, you know what I mean? Like, I love that so much.
And also I remember like my cousin has a young son, and it was his birthday during the pandemic. She was like anyone who wants to make videos saying happy birthday, and stuff. So he loves Spider-Man. So I was like, I'm gonna make a video for him for his birthday.
I love that. I did that through the pandemic with a lot of kids, and when the parents would send me the videos, I would cry every time. I would be like, because like we can't do anything. Like, it was such a dry spell of like not doing any events and doing anything, that I was just like, well, at least like we helped, like everyone was so helpless in that time, and it sucked. It was just terrible.
It really was. Oh man. Oh.
It is. It truly is amazing.
Thank you.
Yes. Always.
Very true.
Always. Oh my God.
Another great quote.
I am Johnny Lux. Can we just like address the elephant in the room that I am Johnny Lawrence in a female version. Yes. Send that to the internet. Yep. Yeah. That's me.
Yep. I really cannot wait for Cobra Kai, by the way.
Oh my God, I can't wait. Like, I'm counting down the days. Like, I just wanted to come back so bad. It's so good. It's such a good show. And I will fight anyone that says that it's corny. It's good corny. We need that. We need that corniness in our...
Definitely.
I'm not even gonna lie. I watched Karate Kid the other night, and I was like, I like Cobra Kai better. I know that's insane, but I do. I liked it. It was nice because, like, obviously it's a continuation, but I genuinely enjoy Cobra Kai better.
I have to agree, because I went back and watched the original movie too, and I was like, Cobra Kai's better.
It's better. It's just better. Like, older Johnny Lawrence is my favorite thing in the whole world. He just doesn't know how to react or do anything, and he reminds me a lot of myself with certain stuff, and I'm just like, I like this Johnny better. I do like, too, the first season, how they kind of flipped it, and they made Daniel really to be, like, more of the villain. Because, like, I couldn't stand him in season 1. And I love that they did that, and they showed you that not everyone stays the same. You know what I mean? And they showed you, like, that his win and everything kind of went to his head, and he was, like, an asshole. I feel like more shows should do things like that, you know? Like, and then Johnny Lawrence was trying to figure out just how to be a decent human being, and was obviously lost and couldn't get it together after being, like, the popular rich boy. I love that. I feel like we need more. That's real life. You know what I mean? Like, that's what happens.
Yeah. All right. Figured we would do just a few of these before we so what is your go-to snack?
Okay.
Your favorite go-to snack?
Watermelon. I eat so much watermelon. I don't know if Liza is still in this chat, but I could literally put down like 3 whole watermelons a week. Like, I love watermelon so much. And it's summertime, so I can have watermelon because it's not always in season here. But for the summer, it's usually watermelon. That's my go-to.
Yeah. For me, it's like either ice cream or some type of cookie.
Oh, I love cookies. You know that I love cookies. I'm staying off of cookies because I'm trying to be healthy and go to the gym and, you know, do all that. But cookies is usually my number one. Now that I'm trying to be healthy, it's watermelon. I love ice cream too, but I have to have like vegan ice cream, and I feel like it's good, but it's not the same. So I just I don't really eat it as much because, you know, when you hit a certain age, you just become lactose intolerant, and all the good things in life go away. So that sucks for me. So it's watermelon now.
But I'm curious, what's your favorite ice cream flavor?
Chocolate.
Chocolate's
always my favorite. But when it comes to cake, it's always vanilla. I love vanilla cake, and I love vanilla frosting better than chocolate. But ice cream, chocolate ice cream.
Yeah. For me, it's chocolate and peanut butter.
Oh my God.
Anything with chocolate. Like, Reese's is my, like, kryptonite. Like,
oh my goodness, I love peanut butter so much. I mean, I'm the type of person, I don't know if you could do this, that will literally put peanut butter on a spoon and just walk around and eat that. I'll do that. I love peanut butter so much. And obviously, being a little Italian kid, the number one thing for us was Nutella. So that was like the best of both worlds. And that would be me. Like, my grandma would be like, "You want Nutella on a cracker?" And I would be like, "No, I want a spoon. Like, I want to eat it from the
just Oh my God.
It's the best.
What would be your favorite video game character?
Lara Croft. I love Lara. I love Lara so much. Definitely Lara. And honestly, like, Sonya Blade will always hold something in there for me, but it's Lara always number one.
Yeah. She's such a queen. I love Lara Croft too.
She's such a queen. That's the video games like I grew up with was I would just play Tomb Raider for hours and then and Mortal Kombat. I mean, I grew up on Mortal Kombat. Like it would be like an event at my cousin's house, and we would be like, "All right, let's play." Like we're gonna, and I would just love it so much. And my parents didn't understand because you remember when you used to beat each other up and the blood would go everywhere? I remember one of my parents walking in being like, "What the hell are you guys playing? What is this game?" And we were like, "Please let us play."
Yeah. Yeah, like honestly, I didn't really play those types of games growing up because I'm a millennial and
I get it.
like it's not really what I grew up playing. I grew up playing Mario for the most part.
Yeah. I mean, Mario Kart too, always, and like Crash Bandicoot too.
But it wasn't until like recently that I started playing the Tomb Raider games, like the newer Tomb Raider games.
So fun. They're so much fun.
Yes.
I have to like up my gaming system. Like I do want to get like a PS5, but I'm like I also don't want to spend the money, but I also want to play Spider-Man every day of my life.
That's me.
That's all I want to do. And obviously like Rogue and not Rogue, but Squadrons. Like I need to do this for myself, and it's just a matter of like, do I want to spend all this money right now? But I will.
Yeah.
Because I need to get back into the swing of video games and stuff again, especially like Squadrons and Lara Croft. Like,
yeah, you can't beat those games.
No way.
They're so awesome. Like I mean, have you seen the size of the PS5 though?
Yes.
They're huge.
They're so big. I'm like, where am I even gonna put this? Like, what? Then it's like I could get a 4, but I'm like, do I want a 4? Like, if you're gonna spend the money, you might as well just. I don't know. I'm torn.
I mean, I already have a PS4, but I'm like, I just got it like in 2018 when the Spider-Man game came out. So I'm like, not yet, but maybe in the future.
No, I wouldn't do it yet. I don't have any gaming systems here anymore, and like I need to like get it together and do it. I feel like it'll help my anxiety too if I just
Well, I mean, it can help with the anxiety, but it also can give you anxiety because it depends on what game you're playing.
True.
Really.
You're right. I feel like I'll definitely get anxiety during Squadrons. But it's so funny because people say to me all the time, they're like, "You fly airplanes. Like, how are you an anxious person?" And I'm like, "I'm anxious. I'm not anxious in the plane. It's the weirdest. Like, I'm so calm in an airplane. It's not even normal. The first time I took a flight class, we got into the parking lot and I was like, I can't do it. And my friend at the time was like, "No, you're going. We're here. We drove here. We paid for this. You're gonna go do it." And I was like, "I can't do it. I'm panicking." And I did it. And I just remember takeoff. As soon as the plane took off, I was totally fine. And like now, takeoff is my favorite thing. Like I'm like, "Can we go? Are we ready? Could we go?" Like, no, you got 5 other planes on the runway. You can't go. And I'm like, "But I want to go now. Like I want to go. I'm waiting here. Like how long do we have to wait?" My instructor is like, shut up.
I love it.
And this is the same person that doesn't like heights. Like you couldn't pay me to jump out of a plane, but I'll fly it.
Yeah. I mean, I've flown before and I've been up in a helicopter before too.
I want to go in a helicopter. What is that like?
I mean, to me, it wasn't really that different from being in a plane, but I feel like it's slower. It feels slower going through the air.
Okay, I gotta try it.
It's really cool.
I'm gonna try it. I feel like that's like the number one thing that I have to try.
Yeah, it's awesome. Marvel vs. Capcom, that's a good game.
Yeah, I have to get on it.
Yeah. Well, when you do, just let me know.
Oh, I will. I 100% will.
because I've been streaming on Twitch like as I've played games, and like you can ask anyone that is on Twitch that has followed my ventures in game playing. It's like they've come to call me Stabby Gabby for some reason. I don't know why.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a really weird name to have.
But I think it's because I like a few times I've kind of gotten frustrated when I was playing a game and like so I don't know. And yeah.
Yeah. Stabby
So.
Gabby.
Oh, well, unless anyone else has any questions for us, that's pretty much all I got.
That was fun, though. That was amazing.
Yeah. Well,
I apologize for the connection problems, but
yeah,
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
It's charging now. I don't know what happened before, that it was just like, no, I'm done. Goodbye.
Yeah. Just click, turn off. All right. Well, before I forget to mention this, do you have anything coming up that you want to share with everyone who's watching?
So coming up, I will soon be like shooting Yelena once I get everything in for Yelena. Anything big coming up? Probably not, other than I will be at Dragon Con this year. So if you want to meet up and hang, Dragon Con. I don't know where. I don't even know what I'm wearing to Dragon Con yet, but I'll be there. So that's definitely number one. But that's pretty much it. Like, and New York Comic Con. I'll be in New York Comic Con Friday, Saturday, and Sunday so far. It might just be Friday and Saturday. I don't know yet. I gotta feel this out and see what's going on over there.
Yeah. Oh my god, I wanted to go to New York Comic Con so bad this year. I couldn't get tickets, unfortunately.
I mean, honestly, I'll put it out there and see if anyone is selling their tickets, because I know people were, and you still might be able to go. Just don't buy them on StubHub or any ridiculous thing like that, because they're out of control, and that should have been avoided this year.
That's good to know. But like my friend, he could only go Saturday, unfortunately, and I was like, we could still go Sunday, but he's like, I can't take any more days off work. Sorry. I'm like, yeah. Okay.
Sunday is a good day to go. Friday is not bad either, and I feel like it's much easier to come by those two tickets, Friday and Sunday, than Saturday. Saturday sold out so fast, it was ridiculous.
Oh my god, I was sitting on there for like almost an hour and a half before I got in.
I wasn't able to purchase till 45 minutes in, and I was supposed to actually pick up, like, get tickets for my friends, and I don't know what happened, but all of a sudden my screen went black after I put like 111 for I think I only got Friday and Saturday, and then Eileen gave me one of her Sundays, Mom the Cosplayer, because I don't know what happened. My screen went black, and then it was like, your order is completed, and I was like, what? But I was able to like link the tickets and get the tickets, but I couldn't grab them for anyone else, and I was so upset. But I was like, at least I got something. And a lot of like people that I know didn't get in for like almost 2 hours, and everything was like almost sold out, and I was like, this is not fair.
Yeah, that was crazy.
I didn't really like that whole metaverse thing that you had to pay $100 to just buy tickets, and I wasn't going to do that. I was like, I'm not doing that. That's crazy.
No.
Like, I understand everyone's trying to make up their money because of, the pandemic and stuff, but then also people are trying to not spend an extra $100 on yet another Comic-Con, because like all the tickets went on sale. It was like KatsuCon, DragonCon, New York Comic Con. Everything was on sale at like one time, and I was like, how are people supposed to catch up here? This is like, you're not giving us much of a chance.
It was crazy.
Crazy.
Yeah. Let's see. We got one more question here.
Hayward or John? Walker. Honestly, I'm gonna go with Hayward. I can't stand his face. Like, I just don't like him.
Yeah.
John Walker. I will say there's a lot of things about John Walker that I didn't like. I personally, to be honest with you, I thought the fandom was out of control. And the fact that they were like sending Wyatt Russell death threats over his character portrayal, that was wild. That was like not a Marvel move. That's like some shit the Star Wars community would do. Like, you don't do that stuff. That's not okay. And to be honest, if you really paid attention to John Walker's story, like, and the fact that he had PTSD and he was a soldier, and when he said, it also mirrors too mental health. And I know a lot of people that were in the military and stuff, and they're not okay. And he, when he turned around to the judge and he was like, "But you made me this way. Like, you built me." Like, that's a real thing, and that's something that we face with our veterans all the time. That we just throw them on the street and we don't do anything for them after they serve. And it was kind of the same thing. Like, I felt like when he was stripped of his medals, that was kind of bullshit. Like, he shouldn't be Captain America. He killed someone. You're not like, that was ridiculous. You should not be Captain America. And the way he killed is not a Captain America thing. But you take away his medals, like, you trained him in the military to do things like this, So there was so much depth to John Walker. Wyatt was just not Wyatt. What is the one from WandaVision's name? Hayward's just an asshole. Like, we don't like Hayward.
Yeah, I didn't like him either.
No way.
So, yep.
Thank you for watching.
Yeah, thank you. Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
No, you were awesome, Possum. Both of you. All right. So that is all we got today. And thank you so much again, Sam, for being here.
Of course. We have to do this again.
Yes, definitely. So, I'm not sure when the next episode will be, but I'll let you guys know. And until next time, bye, everybody.
Thank you for tuning in.
Yep. Good night, y'all.